A woman never lifted a hand against another human being. Not once. In her entire life. And yet, according to one of the most authenticated narrations we have, she ended up in hellfire because of a cat. She had locked it away, tied it up, refused to feed it, refused to give it water, refused to even let it loose to hunt insects for itself. She just let it starve, slowly, until it died in that same spot she'd left it. And the Prophet said plainly, that was enough. That alone was enough to condemn her. Now hold on to that story, because there's another one, and it ends the exact opposite way. A woman with a very different reputation. A woman the people of her time looked down on completely. She was walking past a well on a punishing hot day, and she saw a dog circling it, tongue hanging out, minutes from dying of thirst. She had nothing to offer it, no bucket, no rope. So she took off her own shoe, filled it with water from the well, and gave a dying animal something to drink. That's it. That's the whole act. And the Prophet said, Allah forgave her every sin of her past life. Forgiven. Because of a dog, because of a shoe full of water. Sit with that for a second. One person is condemned for what she withheld from an animal. One person is forgiven for what she gave one. Same test. Two completely different verdicts. This isn't a side note in Islam. This is the actual scale being used to weigh a human life. And it wasn't only something he taught. It's something he lived in front of witnesses in real time. One day, traveling with a group of his companions, he stepped away for a moment, and the men found a small bird's nest, 2 chicks inside. They picked the chicks up just to look at them, the way anyone might. The mother bird came back, and she panicked, flying low, circling, wings beating hard, desperate. The moment he returned and saw her like that, he didn't ask what happened first. He simply said, "Who has upset her by taking her children? Give them back to her." Immediately, no hesitation. Then, on that same journey, he passed something else, an anthill, burned to nothing by some of the very same men. He stopped. He asked who did it. They admitted it. And what he said next has been repeated for 1400 years. No one has the right to punish with fire, except the Lord of the fire himself. Think about what that means. Not a lion, not a horse, not an animal anyone would call majestic. Ants, insects, most people wouldn't think twice about stepping on. And he still stopped, still asked, still corrected it, right there on the spot. This is a man who, by every account, carried the weight of an entire nation on his shoulders. And he still had room in his heart to notice a frightened mother bird and a burned anthill. His companions once asked him directly, "Is there really a reward for being kind to an animal?" His answer was simple. There is a reward in every act of kindness to every living creature. Not just the ones that are useful to us, not just the ones we find beautiful, every living creature. So the next time you walk past a stray dog, a hungry cat, a bird's nest, you could just leave alone. Remember, someone was forgiven for a shoe full of water, and someone was warned for far less cruelty than most of us commit every single day without even thinking about it.